can make him
Sorry,
he can
I
we
forgot
can
to
no
put
problem.
the record because Pedro asked me. Now I again, please move forward. Movements.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So in the test mode, um, during the test mode, we made him, for example, move the left arm. He did move, but the right arm he didn't move. But during the when we turn on during the calibration, he moves it normally. Is it normal for example in this test mode for him not to move one arm and to move another?
It depends. I mean, during the calibration, yeah, he is moving both of the hands. But after the calibration, if if you are near the robot, or if there is a wall or some other stuff, then he will not move his arms in order not to damage himself, and in order not to damage the wall or the person that is near that.
Okay.
That is the point. So you have to initially check whether there's another people or wall or some other obstacles that could be for him. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So for another one is about the scan of the passports.
Yep.
I don't know, but it is we assume that is not installed in the robot.
Yeah, that's right.
Is not right. Okay,
Yeah.
it's just we assumed, but we didn't make sure if it is.
No, as far as I know, you don't have the passport scanner.
Does we need like to make like a new application when we order a new robot? Is it something
Yeah, we
like
will
that?
discuss that during the training, but in general, yes, we
Okay.
have different types of the equipment. I will tell you more about each of them, about the restriction and the possibilities of usage and so on and so forth. Yes.
Okay. Okay. But for now, I think we can start because these are the first questions we had in here during our test.
Okay, one more thing that I would like to add here. If you have some questions, please contact our technical support team. I mean, if you see that any hand, left or right hand, doesn't move, please type that into the chat with technical support, so they will assist you, they will give you the instruction, they will check what's wrong and so on and so forth. Okay, so that would be more efficient because guys are working 7 days a week, 12 hours per day, so they are able to assist you.
Okay.
So it would be easier and
An easier way.
yeah, and more efficient. Okay, so let's do the following.
I don't know if Jose have any question to
Yeah.
make.
Not for the moment, hello, not for the moment, Claudio. Right now we are just trying to go on with the all the to gather all the information that you are speaking, and if any doubt will occur, we will ask it. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, got it. So let's do the following. Initially, I would like to send you our chat. Please check the chat box. I did send you the configuration for the equipment. Okay, so you will see the list that we will check today. Please check if you are able to go to the to that configurator. Do you see the link?
Yes.
Okay, just a second.
All right, we are there.
Okay, just a second. Okay, I'm in meeting. Okay, so and now you see all the additional equipment that we are actually have these days that you could use with version 4 robot. And now I will share my screen with you. Okay, so and share with some initial presentation. I will put here the window. Okay, so in this case I will look straight into the camera, not somewhere in the corner. And so what should I should I? Okay, full screen. No, not like this. Okay, so how? Just a second. Sorry, it's not my strong point to open the presentation. Slideshow maybe. Okay, so now do you see the screen, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great.
Do.
So initially, today we will talk about two platforms. Basically, you have only one of them for now. Okay, but we will talk about two platforms and about the equipment according to the list that you have in the configurator. Okay, and also you will see the pricing as well. So basically, we have two platforms for mostly for promotion purposes. First one is Promobot version 4. We already developed and producing that for about 5 years, I suppose. And Promobot C version 2. This is the humanoid. This is the humanoid robot. If we're speaking about Promobot version 4, you know that it looks like a robot, basically, and we cannot change his, let's say, form. I mean, we are selling that as is. The second one, the main difference between the robots is that Promobot version 4 can move autonomously. As you know, it can move autonomously in a certain radius. I mean, you can mark whether there is 3 meters or 5 meters, or it can move according to the pre-built map of the premise, but using the LiDAR equipment. We will talk about that later today as well. Or it could be, robot could be controlled by a joystick. So in this case, it could be like a car with a joystick. You can move in a premise with a joystick. And also Promobot version 4 could be upgraded with any additional equipment, not just with that equipment that are that mentioned in the list, but also if you have any additional requirement, of it is possible, but of course it would be more expensive to add some equipment that is not integrated at this moment. If we're speaking about the Promobot C version 2, it is the humanoid robot one. It looks like a real person. Before we discussed with Pedro that maybe the museum in Madeira, I'm not sure if I do pronounce it that correctly, but because in Russian it sounds like Madeira. For example, of Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay, so there we could put his face or a robot that looks like him. But we can make any person in the world, and also we can create according to your inquiry some not random person, but some person that could be generated with neural networks, or I mean, if you would like to see the woman with the green eyes and the red hair and so on and so forth, so it is also possible to create a person according to the needs of the customer or according to your needs. But here one let's say restriction, okay, or we recently were faced with the situation when some company in Russia would like to create the robot that should look like Scarlett Johansson, the Black Widow from Marvel comics and so on and so forth. So unfortunately, we couldn't do that because we send the we cannot do that due to the rights and so on and so forth. And we send the email to agent of Scarlett, and they reply that no, that we are not, we will not use her appearance. It's not about the money, it's just we cannot do that, and that's it. So while creating some person appearance, we should be aware that person is actually okay with that. So we have some information about that. Also, Promobot C version 2 cannot move. I mean, he doesn't walk. He just sit, and torso and hands and the head are moving, but he cannot walk or something like that. So he's just just seated, and it could not be upgraded with any additional equipment. I mean, all the equipment that is described in the list, we just can put it near the robot, let's say like this. I mean, it could not be inside the robot. So that is the restriction that we have. And now let's move further. Promobot robots, both of them actually have the following features, or can do the following. All of them has face recognition feature. We use Tevian software that is actually also recognize the gender of the person and the age of the person. So, and by default, each robot has 10 faces, 10 faces by default that he can recognize. I mean, you can add any face that you need. The second one, all robots has voice recognition, or let's say speech recognition stuff, and we are using software Ivona for that. So both of the robots has that. Autonomous movement, it means that both of robots can move hands, for example, okay, randomly, like, you know, all the person while having the conversation, they have some gestures and so on and so forth. So our robots do the same. Both of the robots collect the analytics about the clients. It looks like logs. I mean, you see what person asked, you see what robot replied, if he did understood what person said, and so on and so forth. So in this case, customer, for example, let's say it's some kind of shopping mall or whatever, can understand what are the frequently asked questions, and add some additional rules for that, in order to make robot conversation more efficient to clients, or I don't know, to passengers or to guests in the hotel. Also, both of the robots can take a photo of a person and send it by the email. With some contact details, or with the frame, with the logos, fancy logos, and so on and so forth. So both of them can do that. Of course, yep.
Sorry, before
Yep.
you're going,
Yep.
I remember we had a question about this with the photo and
Uh-huh.
sent by email. We only tried on the test mode, but when we take the photo, does it has like already a software that can send it directly by email to the person?
Yes, it's by default. As I
Okay.
mentioned, a robot just sending the email. We've done that a lot during the exhibitions. For example, last week I was in Uzbekistan in exhibition. So yes, it is possible.
Okay. Are we going to have like a demonstration of this part? I don't know, during the formation or on the
I
other
did.
days?
The thing is that I didn't plan that.
Okay.
But if you have some special questions, for example, you have some special questions how to do this, so that, I mean, you tried but something went wrong, and so on and so forth, we could
Okay.
make the list of that, and I will show you everything according to the list on our demo stand. It is possible, but in this
Okay.
case I need just the list to be prepared. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
But in general, yes, it is
Understood.
possible. Great. Also, robot with the linguistic database can consult people, answer the frequently asked questions, speak the promotional phrases, navigate to external links, provide with the navigation assistance. I mean, how should I get there or there? So you fill that into the linguistic database. Again, if you are in a shopping mall and you would like to drink some coffee, then customer can ask, where should I drink coffee, and a robot will help on that. Just go on the third floor, there is the food court and Starbucks is there, please enjoy, something like that. Also, robot can present any materials on the screen. Again, it is with the assistance of linguistic database. For example, we've done that as the following. We are asking robot who made you, and robot is answering that our chairman Alexei Yuzhakov created me, and so on and so forth, and showing the picture of Alex on his screen. So also it is possible according to the rules in linguistic database. And also our robots can collect the feedback, video feedback, or with the emojis. I mean, robot can ask, would you like to left the feedback? Okay, and after that robot asks, please record the video and start, and then person is saying that I was on the exhibition, or I was in a hotel and it was great, and blah blah blah. So, and also it is possible to collect all that stuff in order to send that to some guest relation or compliance, I don't know, department, and so on and so forth. So those are the basic features for all of our robots that are there by default. Now let's do like this, step by step, according to the list of the additional equipment. We will go one by one. First one is the receipt or coupon printer. Basically, it prints information on the receipt paper, and you may see here the receipt roll size. I need to note that you don't have to purchase that from us. You may go just to any store in your country, in Portugal, and just purchase according the paper according to according to that, let's say, specification. Basically, you can print the receipts, the QR codes, barcodes, any promo codes, QU tickets as well, or any information that you need. I mean, you can even print the poem or whatever, any promotional information. You have just the limit of the size of the receipt paper, and basically that's it. Also, we are using that recipe or coupon printer for printing the recommendation for the case, which is medical assistant. Okay, so it measures all the health parameters, and after that print the recommendation for the person. So that could be done like that as well. So it could be used for the promotional purposes, as I mentioned, any codes for free cup of coffee, for example, or any other stuff, any information about the company with the contact details, or as I mentioned, the recommendation for the diagnosis, QU tickets, and so on and so forth. Any information that you need could be printed there. Even we printed photos, I presume, but you may understand that the quality of the photo would be rather bad, but it is also possible. In a concierge case, you could print the temporary pass as well. Medical assistant, as I mentioned, you can print the result of the measurements and some recommendations. And in the museum, you can print the entrance ticket. It is also possible, and it is just those are just the examples how you may use that, but it is according to your, let's say, fantasy. You may use it as you need, according to the needs of the customer. Also, here I need to note one more thing. Robot could be integrated with any third-party system or with any third-party device, and also you can integrate it with the normal printer. Okay, so in this case, robot would print some documents or whatever that is on the printer that is near the robot itself. So recipe or coupon printer could be the part of the algorithm. I mean, like in the medical assistant case, a robot prints some results after person measured all the parameters, okay, health parameters, I mean. But also, if person say, print me the QR code, okay, so, and according to the trigger, robot will print some QR code, okay, so you need just to put that information to the linguistic database, and basically that's it. It's the same that you asked in Russian that dance please, okay, for the robot, and he danced. Here is the same. Print something, or a QR code would be the trigger word for the linguistic database, so it will print the necessary information. And basically, a recipe or coupon printer is fully compatible with any other additional equipment. Okay, you may see in the, sorry, why is it so? Okay, just give me, do you see my screen or what is going on?
Yeah, we still it was all good.
Yeah, it's strange because we have I opened the general account of the company. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what's that. Okay, sorry. Okay, it's compatible with any other additional equipment, as you see in the table that I've sent you. Okay, you see that there are some restrictions. So recipe or coupon printer could be added with any other additional equipment. The second stuff is photo printer. Okay, we are using Canon Selfie RP 108. As you may understand, it prints photos. The capacity is 8 pictures, and it has cartridge capacity, and the photo size would be like this. So the most frequently asked questions about that is that are we able to purchase the cartridge or the paper for the printer on your own? Yes, it is possible, just on the Amazon or whatever. You shouldn't purchase it directly from us. Just see the general recommendation for Canon Selfie, and basically that's it. Here I need to know that if you are using a photo printer, then the capacity is 8 pictures. So if you are using that while the exhibition or crowded places, people will print the photos again and again, so you have to feel that stuff. But in any case, if the printer is empty, okay, then person can send it to his to his email and print it wherever wherever he needed. Mostly photo printer is used for the promotional purposes. Robot takes a picture and then can print that or send it by the email. And also all the photos could be decorated with the logo of the company, with the contacts, with the contact details, or with any other information that could be useful in marketing stuff, promotional stuff, and so on and so forth. With some hashtags, for example, in order to post that in the social media, and so on and so forth, in order to increase the awareness of brand or awareness of the event or whatever. Again, it could be the part of the algorithm, or robot could take a picture and print the information by the trigger in the linguistic database. For example, take a photo, okay, and he will take a photo, or just after some trigger words or whatever. So it is according to the linguistic database. And also, photo printer is compatible with any other additional equipment that robot can have. So card dispenser. Card dispenser, it is the third option that we have. Basically, it is the main feature is to issue cards. The load capacity is 150 units, and you see other parameters like the thickness and the card size. Basically, it's like the normal plastic card that you have. It could be used as a guest passes in a concierge case, as a hotel keys. For example, person could register with a robot assistant, and robot will give to the guest the hotel keys, and basically that's it. No name loyalty card. It is impossible. It is important that they are unnamed. And also we have the case that when robot issued the SIM cards. We have the case with the Vodafone in some African country. Okay, so robot issued the SIM cards, of course, without the registration. For example, in the airport, it's quite interesting stuff, because when you're coming to any foreign country, you need some additional stuff for your phone, for the local SIM card. So in this case, robot can issue that cards, because as I saw, for example, in Dubai airport, there are queues to the those to the telecom companies that are providing with the cards. So a robot can do that as well. So we have some restrictions for the card dispenser. First of all, robot can issue unnamed cards only. What does it mean? Robot basically issuing cards one by one. It's like the second restriction, only in order. So it cannot understand whether there is my card, like Jane, or Pedro's card, or Svetlana card, or Claudia card. It will issue cards one by one. So that is why we're supposed to use their unnamed card, and in order only. So, and it is impossible to print something on cards. I mean, there could be just a number, and basically that's it. And the third restriction is the following: that robot cannot collect it back. It is mostly relevant for concierge case. I mean, if person will receive the guest pass from robot that is working as a concierge, okay, then after guest will go out, robot cannot collect it back. So there is no any hole for that or anything else. So in this case, guest just should put it somewhere in the special jar, or I don't know. So you have to just, let's say, for your just for your understanding. And card dispenser again could be a part of the use case algorithm. Okay, so for example, initially, if I'm speaking about the concierge case, so robot will issue the card only after robot will scan the passport. Okay, and robot will check whether it matches with some, let's say, whitelist. Okay, the persons that are allowed, okay, to visit some premise or not, and after that issue the pass. Or also it could be some trigger in the linguistic database, like I don't know, in the SIM cards stuff. Just give me the SIM card and it will issue that. Yeah, but you may understand that, for example, kids, they are quite curious. Okay, so in this case, they will ask again and again, give me one more, and so robot will give them all if some person will understand what is the trigger word. And usually people are curious, so they are keep saying that in order to check what will happen next. And again, card dispenser is also compatible with any other additional equipment that we have. Guys, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to interrupt me and ask them. Okay, so because we should it should be as transparent as it's possible for you how to use all that stuff. The next one is ID or passport scanner tool. Okay, these it is more like the package just than just a device. The package includes the scanner itself and the software we are using regular. So device scans the passport or any other documents and automatically fills the data in the electronic forms. So regular, I put the link here, so I'll send you that presentation after we will finish the conversation, and you will be able to check what regular is. But in general, it scans more than 10,000 different documents and templates from 284 countries. So